Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about the future, the different forms of the future, and most importantly, the uses of the future. In the same way, there is no single form in English that we can always use for the future. There are many different ways of talking about the future, depending on how we see a future event. It may be something that is fairly sure to happen, but on the other hand, it may be just a plan or an intention, or it may be something that we think will happen but we cannot be sure about. The four future tenses in English as follows. First, the future simple. The future simple tense is used to refer to actions or states that begin and end in the future. These events have not happened yet, but will happen sometime in the future. The form of the future simple. We have many examples of verb forms used to express or describe the future. So the following what we see here are verbs that are used to describe the future. So first, will. It is used will plus the base form verb. For example, I will help you with your work. Second, going to. The going to plus base form verb. For example, there isn't a cloud in the sky. It's going to be a lovely day. And we have also shall, and it is used shall plus base form verb only in the first person after I or we. Example, we will or we shall be on holiday in August. Second form, we have future continuous or future progressive is usually used when an action or event will be in a progress at a point of time in the future. The form is the subject plus will plus be plus tem plus an ing. For example, after 3 years, I'll be teaching English. So we use the future continuous when we will be in the middle of doing something. For example, Kevin will be watching the match. We also use the future continuous to talk about complete actions in the future. An example, if you see Sally, can you ask her to phone me? Sure, I'll be seeing her this evening. So I will tell her then. And we can use the future continuous to ask about somebody's plans, especially if we want him or her to do something. For example, will you be passing the post office when you are out? The future perfect is normally used to describe an action that will already be complete in the future. The form is subject plus will have plus past participle of the main verb. For example, tomorrow at 9:30 the match will have finished. Here are some uses of the future perfect. So we use the future perfect to say that something will already be complete. For example, Sally always leaves for work at 8:30 in the morning, so she won't be at home at 9 o'clock. She will have gone to work. Here another use. The future perfect can be used with the future words and often with by 3 o'clock, by Friday, by the time, by the next November. Example, by 10 o'clock, I will have finished my work. And lastly, we have future perfect continuous. So it's also sometimes called the future perfect progressive. Is a verb tense that describes actions what will continue up that will continue up until a point in the future. So the form is subject plus will have been plus present simple participle. Sorry. An example: you will have been waiting for 2 hours. We usually use the future perfect continuous form when we are looking back to the past from a point of future and we want to emphasize the length or duration of an activity or event. It can be used with for 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, etc. Example, in September, the head teacher will have been teaching at the school for 20 years. Or it is another example. In September, she will have been living in France for a year.